You know, they kind of came in with the philosophy they were going to throw everything they had at us, and didn't allow us really to settle down and run the ball much. When I look back on it, you know, I didn't like that we were only able to call that many runs in the first half, but we executed. We got better in our pass protection as the game went on. I thought Lamar really did a good job in the second quarter, seeing things and going through his progressions. It was nice to get everybody involved. You know, I really do think that Lamar's done a nice job where we've said don't worry about who's at X or who's at Z or Y or whatever the position is. Just read the coverage and deliver the ball and let the players make the plays for you. I think we did that. That's how we had so many different guys make plays. And then it was great to get everybody involved, you know, in the second half. Defensively, I thought our front guys were real strong, played fast. You know, that's the fastest we've looked all fall with our defense. We gave up one big play on a double move where we just weren't real disciplined with our eyes. We were looking in the backfield, but I liked the way we played on defense. You know, we had some errors in the second half. Obviously, that punt return, not catching the ball. And he did the right thing going for the ball because it was the 10-yard line, and we're supposed to catch the ball on the 10-yard line. But he did hesitate, just showed the inexperience. But again, it was good to be able to get him in there and get that experience. So now we're just looking forward to the Syracuse game. You know, I thought they played well. They have a very fast offense, fast tempo. The quarterback we know well from last year. A lot of respect for him and his ability to throw the ball, his toughness. He's a tough kid. They do have a really good group of receivers. So we're going to have to do a good job defensively, getting ourselves lined up and playing fast and not hesitating at all on defense. Offensively, we're going to have to block line movement. They really like to move their front, they angle, they run a lot of line games. They play fast at linebacker. They're not real big, but they play really fast and physical. So I'm looking forward to the game. I think it'll be a very hard-fought game, and we're going to have to work hard and get better as the game goes on, you know, and take a step forward from last week's game.
When we talk about it being a road game and then being there and carrying, you've played some games there. What do you?
Yeah, it's a loud place, you know, and they'll probably have a good crowd. And it is loud, no matter how many people is there, it is loud. Playing inside, it's always loud. So we've been working hard now. This will be our second week working hard with the noise at practice. Gives me a headache, you know, but you have to do it. But we'll have to communicate. We'll have to be able to use silent cadence. We'll have to be able to use verbal cadence at times. Defensively, you know, we've got to be able to get our front guys with the guy communicating, linebacker communicator, and a secondary communicator. So, you know, it's a concern there because all three groups need to be on the same page, and it's going to take three different guys to do that. So it's a good challenge for us. It's something that we really need.
Not sure what you can take from their Colgate win, but how do you think they've adjusted to life under a new coach?
They look like they're doing good. You know, we watched their spring game, and then the Colgate, they've gotten better. They're playing fast. That's one of the things they brag about is how fast they go. And, you know, you got to see if all of that's legal because there's a few times they're snapping the ball and the down markers haven't even been moved yet. So we do need to check into that and see how that works. But I think they look good. They're very well coached. You know, when you go back and watch the Bowling Green film, they do a really good job of coaching what their schemes are, and their players play hard. So got a lot of respect for their coaching staff.
It's kind of a good time to play in. They're still getting used to it. Do you think maybe jump on and take advantage?
Yeah, I mean, you just play the schedule. It's a good time, bad time. We don't even think or worry about that. We just play one game at a time. And what our issue is trying to be better in practice today than we were last week at this time, and we need to be better tomorrow than we were today.
How do you anticipate that the dime package job where it was kind of faster defense more very well suited for this?
I mean, it's the reason that we put it in was because in these first two games you're basically playing spread offenses and 4 wide receivers in a bunch, so that's the reason that we were in it, you know, last week, and we'll certainly see it again this Friday night.
Josh, so with what wherever he lines up, what he can do. Just kind of talk about what you saw from him on the game. How did you think he looked?
Yeah, I thought he did a really nice job. You know, he slips blocks and he understands schemes and he's a really good tackler. He's got good matchups in his cover skills. And it's like you said, we now have him playing 3 different positions, so he has great knowledge of our schemes. But he's just a really good football player. You know, he knows what offenses try to do. He doesn't hesitate. He makes a decision and goes full speed with it. So I think you'll continue to see him play fast and make a lot of plays for us.
After looking at video, was Lamar's game as good, as spectacular as the stats would seem to indicate?
No.
Brought it down a little bit?
It's always that same deal. Nothing's ever as good as it seems, and nothing's ever as bad as it seems. Reality lies somewhere in between. So we're going to go with that.
What do you need to work on?
I mean, everything. You know, we need to be better with our footwork. We need to be 100% correct on all our reads. I did think that he really delivered the ball well, and it was good to see him keep his focus downfield and deliver the ball as he's getting hit and standing in there. And, you know, I thought the 2-minute drive was probably great for him because I thought he made 3 of his best throws in the 2-minute drive. He was out there tonight going full speed. He's had a shoulder issue, and the decision was made last week that he wasn't going to be ready to play. He's kind of on a day-to-day basis right now. But I did like what I saw from him today out there. He was going full speed and was able to catch the ball above his head. So hopefully he'll be available to play.
You said last week maybe the one question mark was the special teams. How did you think that, I guess Mason first of all, and then you used 3 different guys on kickoff. Was that by design? Or?
It was by design. I mean, you know, I thought it was hard on him in the first quarter, which was great. You know, we had to go into the wind. Open that door over there. We had to go into the wind, and you know, it was hard on the kickoffs. It was hard on the punt. I thought that was a really good thing because what that does is challenge you to come back and just utilize your technique. And don't panic and try to overkick. Mason's going to do a good job for us. We did go into the game saying we were going to use 3 different kickoff guys. We anticipated we'd score a lot of points, and you know, there was a game one time where we played Houston at Houston. We scored a lot of points. We used 1 kickoff guy, and I don't think he ever kicked off again. It was just too warm out. It was too much. So we knew going in that we were only going to have 1 guy kick so many times, and I thought that was a good experience for us too.
All right.
Good. Thank you.
Coach,